and light of reason. Hi folks, this is your old pal Uncle Al. Since my demographics, for some reason, everybody enjoys light. So we'll just leave it right here. Let's get a prop. Okay, light. And everybody's fascinated by one of these things. I don't know why, I just read the headlines that, whatchamacallit, mass media won't say about. So let's put this away and we'll snap it a little later. Okay, this is Down the Rabbit Hole number 3, part 3. Trump plan work. Antifa is running scared from the feds. Democrat in Portland is arrested for rioting in Portland and may be charged under sedition and conspiracy of conspiracy of sedition or sedition conspiracy. They haven't worked it out, but I think that lady in that public office is going away for prison for a long time. Yeah, let's check the date on that one. Whoops. Okay. That was dated September 10th and it's been covered by the BBC and BBC One. And then what else? One and a German news media unknown. Okay, like I said, I always tape it till 2 o'clock in the morning. News media around the world because they're up earlier, especially India and Japan, South Korea, Taiwan. They're on different timetables, so I get the news a little bit earlier than most folks. And let's see. Antifa is running scared. Trump's plans working. Certain department heads, including DOJ, FBI, are looking at certain supporting groups that support Antifa and Black Lives Matter, as well as other social justice groups. Okay. At the same time, they're investigating certain Blue Boys type of groups at the same time. Okay, and that was September the 10th. Get rid of that one. Let's see. Okay, CNN Jake Tapper urged Republican senator not to run against Democrat Connor Lamb. Jake Tapper lied and trying to influence the congressional election that's dated on September 10th, 2020. Oh boy, this raised a big stink. I mean, every foreign journalist outlet, none of the major media sections didn't cover it, but everybody's pointing at evil stinky stick over to Connor Lamb, Democrat representative, and they think, let's see, at CNN, Jake Tapper urges Sean Parnell not to run against Connor Lamb, and Jake Tapper lied and tried to influence. So DOJ is looking possible election tampering, and like I said, there's too many foreign journalists. If I do it, take up all the time what we have for right now reporting. But you can check it out on Timcast for the American side or the Canadian Broadcasting System, which I find really funny. Okay. Let's see, get rid of that one. Let's see. Awokeness is taking over taking over America under the guise of fighting racism or anti-racism. What the hell, Zimbabwe? We have Zimbabwe news, South African news. This is dated September 10th, 2020. Awokeness is taking over U.S. under disguise of fighting racism as an anti-racist, majority. And it says, let's see, what the heck was it? Central African nation writes about Atlantic Journal is nuts, and Adam Silver, I think it's Adam Silver, is the biggest liar in history. It's like, what the hell? Let's say I like South Africa. They're changing the language to fit their own leftist political goals and the sunlight disinfection of free speech on bad ideas. And this is a foreign country. Africa is saying this about this wokeness thing. And they say it's not fighting racism. It is racism, which I find is fairly refreshing from African countries. There's 6 of them. But you can find the best information for our site is Timcast IRL. Okay, and we punch that one. Let's see. And okay, Feds shut down riots in Portland. How do we stop Antifa and Black Lives Matter? Police try conspiracy charges, state police, and there also been federal deputized to go in their own state and arrest these people, and they're going to use federal DAs. And this is September 11th. And they're plucking out certain individuals, extremists, leaving the nonviolent protesters alone, but they're picking up people who are the strings. Remember I told you about the strings? The strings and the manipulators. They're picking those guys up because they stick out in not to be racist, they stick out like a thumb, all right? Especially the manipulators and the strings, okay? Police try conspiracy and sedition charges. That's federal charges, folks. May bring up charges against the state DA, the state AG, the mayor of Portland, and the governor of Portland under sedition acts. And there's a whole list of them. And it's kind of hilarious. This is all European and Eastern European and a couple of Russian stations. But you can get the best information for America. Unfortunately, none of the major media sources is not covering it. They have one media source from Thailand complaining, NBC is not covering this. And they say because China owns GM. And your best source is Timcast, and that was dated on September 11th. We don't need that anymore. Let's see. Oh, Congressman calls for DOJ action against Netflix over cuties. It's child pornography. And if you ever finish with my research with 10 cents, guess what they have their hands into? And it's not the little 10-year-old, 12-year-old girl shaking their butts. It's the funding of cuties. And it was a French outfit, but they have 10 cents funding and WeChat funding It's like the biggest red pill moment. Let's see. I would boycott Netflix. Okay. Members of Congress demand Netflix to be investigated by FBI and Department of Justice for distributing child pornography, causes outrage over Cuties, that's the movie, which viewers claims to sexualize young girls of all races and to encourage pedophilia. I think they misspelled that. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, they misspelled it. It's pedophilia. September 12th, 2020. You can find this on the American side at Tincast. None of the major news outlets wrote it down. Adam Schmidt defends Cuties on Congress floor. And I think Adam Schmidt just hanged himself. Netflix panics over disgusting film about little girls twerking. Yeah, I would be disgusted too. And we can get rid of that one. This headline caught my eye. It's from Indian news station. Portland man caught igniting hotel gas line. Okay, he looks crazy white people. And let's see, Andy Nogue, he's the guy he's a reporter, got attacked by Antifa and Black Lives Matter. This guy, it's like Portland man caught trying to ignite a gas line. And let's see. That was Andy No who reported it first, and he put it through the wire and everything. September 12th, 2020. Let's see. Is charged with first-degree felony arson, felony use of a weapon, 2 counts of felony criminal mischief, and more. Law enforcement says they tried to get Thomas, that's the person, I guess. Thomas and another woman. Oh, I don't know what the hell they're doing. Let's see. I don't know what state this is in because it's all foreign news, and you got it under Timcast on that same date. But Malta County DA Mike Schmidt is sued in federal court for violating federal statutes. They're trying to do the same thing with DA in Portland, I think. Portland, yeah. Under federal statutes. There's a list of foreign journalists, and it's like, I'll be all night here just reading it, so let's cancel that one. Cancel my note. Oh, this is from Fox News. Tucker says Democrats lying about the fires and causes and using climate misinformation campaign, blaming Trump. And that was Tucker Carlson, so let's see. Open this one up. Notes. Oh, wow. They even got September 11th, 2020. Let's see. It's kind of hilarious. It's like, man, they're trying to pretend to be scientists of the Democratic Party. And Washington State Jay Inslee is a proud graduate of Let's see. Is a lawyer, and he's lying about climate change. This guy is a nut. No, it's this guy protected the spotted owl. So anybody believe this guy, you should recall him, get rid of him. This guy screwed up Washington bad. So get him out. I don't care if he's Democrat, Republican, or anything. This is dated September 20th on Fox News, 2020, September the 12th. I mean the 11th. 11th. There's two ones. On this. Yeah, let's see. I still got a few more minutes. Okay, we can cancel that. They even got Obama into the game too. It's like, I don't believe these people. Let's see. Oh, good. This is from a Japanese company. Leftist, big tech, Silicon Valley supports far leftist violence. People are now suing big tech companies for the violence. Let's see what they say in Nippon. Okay, this is Nippon Times. They're telling people to sue. Let's see what date is this? September 11th. To sue all these tech companies in Silicon Valley. If you have a small business that was screwed over by far left violence, burnt down, windows smashed up, Nippon News recommends that all damaged people sue these leftist Silicon tech companies for supporting leftist violence. And that's published on September the 12th. Nippon News, also Korean Broadcasting, and let's see. And something. Remember, folks, don't get itchy fingers. Don't point your weapons at people. Like I said, train, prepared, defend yourself, but don't make stupid moves. Let the law enforcement and police take care of this, and the feds. Okay? And let's see. Manila in the Philippines says it's a communist insurrection. Just American people are fat, lazy, and don't understand what's going on. Okay, that's true, but okay, that's my notes. That's from the Manila Times. So if you have any property damage, sue big tech. Okay. Because time's running short and I don't want to go over 20 minutes. Public approval of Black Lives Matter drops huge nationwide protest. Continues. What date is that? Nobody wants violence in their neighborhood, September 12th, 2020. People approval of Black Lives Matter, which was high in June, has been steadily dropping lower and lower since the start of the riots. Nobody wants violence in the suburbs. Nobody wants violence anywhere near their place of business. And this is covered by, God, if I keep talking, I won't be, let's see. Lord, there's 27 news reporters outside the United States, and it's just ridiculous on this. I mean, seriously, folks, I will be spending next 20 minutes explaining how many. It's like, it's insane. Okay. And we're going to stop it right there. I might have to do a fourth things because this is a lot. My note, it's like, I got another 10 more pages of notes. Okay. Stop that for a while. drink some coffee, put out the lantern. Okay, it's already 20 minutes. Sorry, these things are long. Check out Wayne at the Ungrateful Peasant, Wayne G. These fine folks right here. I don't show this one that often because I do have a lot of cardboard, and I hope you guys can see this. But I write everybody down. And if you want good information and see Steve's playlist on Corsair Trainer, Hubble's Cat really did a good one. And congratulations to Gil of Camppatton's family compound. We're all praying for Lee and his wife. And also Will of Will Patriot or Prepping Patriot in Missouri. You have to be careful, Will, because what's his name? Goldberg? I think it's Goldberg. The millionaire out of New York. He's sending junker guns to your state to arm, I guess, protesters. I have no idea. So that's about it. And I'm going to end it tonight with another flick of the wrist. Okay? Put that away. And remember, it's hammer time for all these communist insurgents. So you have a good night, folks. This probably be on Saturday night late. I'm sorry, but I have a lot of stuff on the tablet and I haven't gotten to my notebooks yet. So I'll catch you later.